Thank you very much. After this short film, which gave you the general impression of Voronezh Medical University, let us speak a little bit in more detail about the history of the university and the history especially of international education, medical education on the international level in the medical university. So we're going to talk about the university structure, about the university education programs, about the students who study here, and about the different aspects of educational life, and about their cultural sports and research activities they can take part in. So I hope the photos of this presentation will help you to give a deeper impression of what Voronezh Medical University is like.
Yes, of course. Okay.
Thank you. As we all know, modern education has had an international character, and we are all aware that the national policy of Russia is also to promote its higher education of the global scale. And we hope that not only the leading universities, capital universities of Moscow, St. Petersburg, and other parts of Russia, but also the universities in the heart of Russia that also take part in medical education can be players on this global scale on medical education. So we hope that Voronezh will be one of them. As we know, we also hope that we can make our competitiveness on the global scale of international medical education higher. And we work hard, the Voronezh Medical University work hard on the quality and prestige of Russian higher education. And we hope that we are able to create a multicultural environment that will benefit to peaceful relationship between our countries, and our students who come here to study medicine will have a friendly and warm environment.
Yeah, very good.
Besides, we all know that it's not only the policy of Russia to be to take leading positions in medical education and in higher education in general, but it's also the aim of European Parliament, and they also put special emphasis on internalization of higher education, as you see. Well, what we do, we put special effort for improvement of our professional medical training, and also we focus on social adaptation of our students in the city of Voronezh and in Russia in general.
Yeah, okay, very good.
Well, we do, as you've probably heard from the previous film, we run several festivals, competitions, and especially the conferences and events that are aimed at first initial adaptation of our international students who come here from very, very different countries. And so the pictures on this slide can show you different events that our international students participate.
Okay.
Yeah, a few words about Voronezh Medical University and the history of international education here. So as you can see, the international cooperation started almost 30 years ago. And since 2004, the English language so the education in English and the first groups of international students who had their professional education in English started. And so we've just gone a big way in this direction.
Sorry, do you offer only courses in other languages as well, not only in English?
We do offer courses. Yeah, I see. Thank you for the question. We do offer courses in Russian generally, but apart from Russian and English, English is the key as a medium of instruction
Yeah.
in Voronezh Medical University. And this is the, yeah, you've already met the Dean, Anna Vladimirovna Karpova of Institute, the head of the Institute of Medical Education and Cooperation. And she takes particular interest in physiology, and she also works with, as a professional academic, she also works with international students in physiology. So she knows how important it is to adapt both psychologically and physiologically the international students. She knows their experience very well, not only as the executive, but also as a clinician and as an educator. So this is the front look of Voronezh Medical University and some central medical.
Great view on the university.
Thank you, thank you. We're happy that you like it. Yeah, I hope our international audience also will also like the so to say our landmark of our university. And so these are some rooms and auditoriums and lecture halls which we provide for our international students. And well, perhaps you've heard that not long ago, just almost 2 years ago, we celebrated 100th anniversary of our university, and so there were many events dedicated to this. And
you have a huge history.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, maybe for some countries, 100 years is not very long, but for a medical education in Russia, it's quite a period. Yeah, I dare to say. So there are a few events which we well organized in the framework of this celebration. So a few words about our students and countries. As you see, for this 100, sorry, not 100, the whole history, but for this 30-year history of international cooperation in Voronezh Medical University. We've graduated more than 1,500 students who become specialists in their in their countries, and I hope they work successfully in their countries for the healthcare system of their countries. And these are 33 countries that our graduates work in. Right now, for this particular year, we have 180 students from 63 countries. And sorry for interrupting myself, but we also have here 3 students, international students from Afghanistan, Syria, and India, who are willing to take part in our presentation. So in a few minutes.
Good news. We would like to listen to them.
Yeah. So thank you very much. We also hope that it would be a nice idea to listen to our students who can share their own experience after the presentation. So as you see, the variety of countries is quite great, and we focus upon well, Middle Eastern countries, Central Asia. We have students from Africa, from some European countries as well. So our range is quite wide. These are the programs. So let me enumerate a few programs which we educate our students on. These are such traditional programs as general medicine and pediatrics and preventive medicine course, and we have pharmacy education program, and we have dentistry, of course. I would say that general medicine traditionally is one of the most well, attractive for international students, but such specialties as dentistry, pharmacy, preventive medicine, and pediatrics are also quite popular, though we have fewer number of students who are being educated in these programs. As we see, we still practice 5-year and 6-year, 5-year for dentistry, and 6-year educational programs, curricula for general medicine and other courses and other programs, and it's called specialty level of education. But right now we have 42 students who have already enrolled in postgraduate education, and they are specially trained to be specialists in separate medical specialties, and this is our residency program.
Okay, very good.
Mhm. So this is, just a pie diagram for you to have the idea of how much actually general medicine program
It's a very
occupies.
popular, very
Yeah,
popular.
as you know, you're well aware of that, I see. But still, dentistry is also popular, though we hope that pediatrics and preventive medicine and nursing as well. I haven't mentioned nursing program before, but they might be still, they should be also attractive for other maybe international, for our future international learners.
Income of students, okay.
Yeah. So we will be happy to promote these specialties as well.
Okay.
So, well, the structure of medical education is usually based on long-standing traditions, and as all other European universities, and of course, as most national universities, Voronezh Medical University provide traditional way of structuring their educational program. We start with so-called preclinical subjects. You can see on this slide a few names of the typical subjects we have. But then we also promote clinical subjects, starting with introduction into internal diseases, and depending on the specialty, the range of subjects is quite wide. And we also pride ourselves on giving our students particular insight into clinical practice from the very first steps of their educational academic career as a student. So it means they have placements in clinics and teaching hospitals, which Voronezh Medical University has. And I will just give you a few slides about that a little bit later. So these are our international students listening to lectures, having practical and laboratory classes, which you can see. And these classes take place on the premises of Voronezh University, and they are quite well equipped. This is one of the teaching hospitals of Voronezh Medical University, particularly in dentistry, and this is dental center of Voronezh Medical University, which is a separate base of our university, and students have a nice opportunity, I mean dentistry students have a nice opportunity to contact patients, to have classes, practical classes and seminars and even lectures in this building, which is actually very, very close to the main building, which you see in the first picture.
Yeah, may I ask a question then? You know, sometimes there is a problem for a foreign student to touch a patient. Do you have an access in your university? Can a foreign student touch a patient during practical classes?
When you say touch, you mean they have contacts, they have clinical contacts with their students. This is all regulated by special rules of Ministry of Healthcare of Russia. This is all well regulated by their rules. And we have special requirements by our Ministry of Healthcare, but our students will tell you that they do have the contact with patients, and of course otherwise they can't be medical practitioners. So they see patients, they can have contacts with patients under the supervision of their academic and clinical instructors.
They can
And
examine. They can examine. Yes, the
Yes,
person. Okay.
all
Okay.
our foreign students have medicine books.
it means that they have particular medical certificates which give them access and the right to contact patients and to take part in physical examination of a patient and in some interventions as well under the supervision of their clinical instructors.
Yeah, great. Thank you for the answer because it's very important. It's a
Yeah,
very important
yeah, sure.
aspect.
That's the most important part. Yeah, for all medical learners. Yeah,
That's true.
doesn't matter what nationality they are. Yeah, thank you very much for your questions. Let me just move on. Just a few more ideas of what clinical actually hospitals, teaching hospitals of Voronezh Medical University are like. And just the big picture shows our pediatric hospital that is also a teaching hospital of Voronezh Medical University. Not many regional medical universities have such well-equipped clinical basis, and we are proud of our pediatric hospital. But this is also a base for such subject as endocrinology, pediatrics, and also some classes on in diagnostic procedures and diagnostic equipment take part, because the clinic, this pediatric hospital, has really modern equipment on diagnostics and ultrasound examination and CT scanning. And these facilities can be used not only by pediatricians, as you can guess, but also by international students of other specialties. So this is another research center of our university, and it is called the Institute of Biology and Medical Research. And it's also very well equipped, and this is a base for research, and our international students who are willing to take part in research, and they actually have to take part in their research, they can also have access to this equipment.
Okay.
Perhaps you've noticed that in this film, which we started with, there wasn't some information about simulation-based medical training center, which provide the simulation activities. Yeah, and first, before coming to patients,
Looks very alive.
our international students can practice with the phantoms, special models of patients, and this is our so-called simulation-based medical training center, which gives all kinds of practice and simulations, which are to develop skills, practical clinical skills.
Yeah, okay.
This is also a basis for further examinations and accreditations and procedures, assessment procedures for medical students.
Very good.
Just a few views of Voronezh and how our international students take part in while celebrating Knowledge Day, which is the 1st of September. We didn't do that this September because of the epidemic situation, but usually this is a nice holiday which we all celebrate. A few more photos of our international students, and as you can see from the slide, Anna Vladimirovna, the head of the international students, has introduced a tradition to have meetings every semester, meetings with the students who have excellent marks at their exams, and they are usually invited to the dean's office, and Anna Vladimirovna organizes a party, a tea party for them. So here's the picture at the bottom of the slide.
Nice tradition.
yeah, which shows the students, yeah, that may be a good stimulus for all of them, yeah, to come to the dean.
We call this tradition Dean's tea.
Yeah, it's
Dean's
called,
tea.
yeah, Dean's Tea, and a photo, yeah, with the portrait of Nikolai Nilович Burdenko in the background, whose name our university bears.
Let's keep on moving like that. Yeah. Good
Oh, yeah.
tradition.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, our students also like it. So we have good contacts, not only with our, of course, people like Symantec's group that help us to enroll students, but we still, during the whole course of the study, our students and our the office of the Institute for International Education has contacts with the supervisors, yeah, and here you see the contacts with the embassy, Indian embassy, and we had the honor of welcoming the representatives, the high representatives of the Indian embassy, who came to see how their students live and study there, and meet the dean and the vice rector of Voronezh Medical University.
I need to mention that people from India are watching us today as well.
Oh,
They're
good.
listening to our web conference.
Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah.
It's very good that we invited our student from India to say a few words about their experience, the experience of Indian
Yeah,
students.
very good. Okay.
Thank you. So these are some sites of, again, of Voronezh Medical University, and we also practice for our international students different sort of cultural events, like taking part in festivals and showing, and our representatives and our guides and our volunteers, student volunteers, usually organize guided tours for our international students to show them the city, and it also usually does good for their accommodation and for their feeling fine, feeling home, if I can say that, in Voronezh. Yeah, a few events we organize for our international students, and I would say some of the events, I want to mention that some of the events are are really organized by our international students, like you see in the left slide. This is the event where international students had to present their cultures, their traditions, and to show their countries on Voronezh, in Voronezh region, and to Voronezh people, and
This
to the
slide
people of
looks like an
Russia.
Indian movie, you know? Looks
Yeah.
like an Indian movie. The
Yeah.
famous movies around the world, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. But in most events, we do not separate our Russian students and our international students. They all mix, and that also helped them to feel, students of Russian university, medical university, and also does good to their language practice. It helps to create good friendship relationship with their future, maybe future colleagues, and they will
Yeah,
keep
definitely.
contacts, in their professional life further on. So we focus upon them particularly. Yeah, so a few more sides of what our students do. Yeah, different events and different conferences. Well, when we usually have a conference where we ask our international students to present medical education and medical health systems of their countries, and it's also a nice idea. So they learn and they compare the positive sides of the national education and the healthcare system in Russia. So it helps them to integrate themselves into the national health system, and to see what's going on the international level, and to see the place of the national healthcare systems on the global scale, so to say. So which is
Great.
also good, yeah, not to be isolated, but to see where the place of healthcare system is. We do not forget about sports, of course, and physical training. And I would like to mention that Voronezh Medical University has a sports center, which is also on the premises on the campus of Medical University. And the sports center has gyms and has playgrounds for volleyball, for basketball, and while our international students also do swimming and sports. And these are a few sites of our sports center.
Oh, you have a nice swimming pool.
We do have this swimming pool, which has operating for about 5 or 6 years already, and it's also one of the I hope benefits of Voronezh.
So it's an advantage.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, a few more pictures of cultural events. Yeah, you see the presentation of India. Yeah, in one of the celebrations, and we also drama club. You see, we have days of national cuisine, and we also give insights to Russian culture, and our international students take pleasure in singing Russian folk songs. Those who, of course, love.
I want to listen to that.
Next time we'll prepare sort of a video of their singing. Yeah, not ready this time. So a few more photos of these events. And you see happy graduates of the previous year, so showing their diplomas, graduation diplomas. And so this is a special ceremony, and sometimes even parents of our international students come to participate, to be guests of this ceremony. And a traditional photo in front of the main building of Voronezh University, and usually the vice rector for international affairs and the dean of the International Institute for Medical Education and Cooperation, Anna Vladimirovna, greets the happy graduates, and you see they're really happy.
Do you mean that the parents from abroad can come and participate in the ceremony of graduation?
Those who have opportunity, we help them. They could be a special invitation letter to help them with their visa formalities, and they do come and so to say, applaud to their happy university livers. And that's true, because we even have families studying here. We do have such cases where, for example, a former graduate of Voronezh Medical University also advises their children, and now we have a family dynasty of dentists who the parents studied in Voronezh Medical University, and now
and
their
children continue their tradition.
Follow their tracks in dentistry. That's true. That happens not very often, but we hope that will happen more and more. Thank you very much for watching our presentation and listening to ours. And could I ask you to give the floor to our students?
Yes, of course.
We
would like to listen to their presentation, especially our foreign audience would like to listen to that.
Perhaps that won't be much of a presentation, but they will share their own experience of how the things are, and they will introduce themselves. And sorry for this little swapping seats, so that you can see them better. So Abdul, please.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
From Afghanistan, and today I want to represent our university, Voronezh State Medical University, Budenka. In the first, I would like to thank the Dean, international students, Karpova Anna Vladimirovna, that give me this big opportunity to talk in front of you all who see us and who's available here. First of all, I wanted to talk about the history, but since already you listen about this, it will be not. I will not take much time, so I'm going to say what about my experience and how we study here, and about the system of university, like the teaching methods and. So we're teaching methods here. First, I would like to say that our university has very great rules, regulations, and teaching methods, such as traditional forms of teaching like lectures, seminars, practical classes, and different hospitals. Modern teaching methods like computer and internet classes that anytime at the night, day, and every time 24 hours it's available to use which things and which material we need to study. So in our university, like we start practical classes from second year that it really help all of students, especially foreigners and Russians, because medicals that we have to know about the practical, because all practical, and it's help us very much. So I appreciate this. They give us opportunity that we start from second year till sixth year, and we could achieve more information and more opportunity. Like I like it.
5 years of practice.
Yeah. As international student, I would like to speak about the life, style life. So about the dormitory and. Some hobbies and some other things like fortunately I can say that we have very good dormitory there is 5 most of them is located in the center of the city, like it will make more comfort for all of students, especially for foreigners that when they come new in the city they don't know how to travel or this, but it will help them that it's located and we're near to the university. Even we have
so that they can access the university easily.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's more facilities like high security for us in hostels and dormitory that makes us feel safe. There's also canteen service, good living rooms, clean kitchens, bathrooms, and it's since in dormitory students are living from different countries, it's a big opportunity for them to communicate and know each other, share their joy and sorrows, experience and gaining help from seniors, like making more friends and celebrity, and sometimes we can make a good party.
Okay, great.
So, yeah. So at the last, I want to say that the same like Hippocrates say for us, whenever the art of medicine is loved, there's also a love of humanity. So I want to say, what are you waiting for? Come to join us in Voronezh State Medical University, make your future bright and fulfill your dreams. Thank you, everybody. So if you have any questions, so I'm here to answer for you.
Very, very good. Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mariam. I'm from Syria. And now I want to tell you about my university, Voronezh State Medical University. It's located in the beautiful city, Voronezh. And in the university, excellent teachers, students from different countries, getting a very good quality education and good practice. It's very interesting to study here, and all the years of study we are supported and accompanied by the company Simatex United Limited, and so my recommendation is to join us and being with us in the Voronezh State Medical University, named after Borodinka. Thanks
Great,
a lot.
thank you very much. Yeah.
Honorable Chair, distinguished delegates, my dear friends, future colleagues, good afternoon. I am Marco Prava from India. I am a student of the General Medicine faculty of our International Institute of Medical Education and Cooperation of.
And which year? Which year?
In the third year.
Third year. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from India, and I can already understand that we have a great fan and following in Russia, and of course on the host with Indian films and Indian culture. Thank you, and I'm delighted to see the fan that is present here. So already my friends, senior friends, have shared their experience of academics and the possibilities here. I would like to lighten up our today's meet with sharing the students' activities that we do here apart from studies. Of course, study is the main goal here. That's the reason we have traveled hundreds and thousands of kilometers from our homes to here. But the best part of our university is we don't feel away from home. We're always at home every moment, right from our dean, Dr. Anna Vladimirovna Karpova. She is the best person anyone can have as a director. And
I can see that students love Anna Vladimirovna. She's the best
do,
organizer. I can
us.
feel that love. Yeah, from the students, coming
is an
from the student
inspiration and
side.
idol, and she's always there and every moment 24/7 if necessary to help us in whatever regard we can and she can. Apart from studies, we have a variety of hosting activities from Patriotic Club, the Sports Club Adrenaline, the Vocal Ensemble, the Chamber of Nationalities, where all of the nationalities can gather and exchange their culture and their even language. And the best and the most interesting part here is the English speaking club, which I'm one of the curators. We support the other nationalities and also the Russian students who want to develop their English speaking skills. As already mentioned before, that English is the key of Voronezh Medical University for on the world aspect. That's why English speaking club plays a major role here. And on a personal note, this English speaking club gave me a family, a brother, and I celebrated two of my most memorable birthdays here. And hopefully my 25 years will be next year, and I'm going to celebrate with them. So that's a extraordinary thing that I am having here. And we have students councils for each faculty that play a bridge between the administration, the dean's office, and the students, and along with supporting them with their studies and other activities. They help them in from the very beginning to support and cooperate and give them a opportunity to cope up better in the starting years, take the very small steps as a medical student, because medicine is a sea of difficulties. Everybody knows. I myself experienced a very difficult time here, not knowing the language, not knowing the customs, culture, especially the laws. But my dean's office, our dean, and the faculty members, and especially my Russian friends, they stood by me and they helped me in every way, whatever I had problems to cope them up and solve them. And the only recommendation is don't worry about anything. Just come to Voronezh. Even after Petersburg, Voronezh is love. So I would say just come to Voronezh and enjoy our life here, and be
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Thank you
Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for this little change again. Yeah, so that's practically all we wanted to say about Voronezh Medical University. Of course, there are many things people will see and learn when they go deeper into the things, and medical education is one of the most fundamental and difficult things to cope with. But what we want to say is that we usually do our best to create the best opportunity for our international students to do their medical studies here in Voronezh, and we want to welcome students from other people, school leavers from other countries to participate in medical education, to be part of medical education in the central Russia, which is Voronezh Medical University.
Thank you very much for your detailed and nice presentation. We have started to receive questions in our live chat, and I would love to ask you some questions. Yeah, we have a question from the citizen of India. They are also watching us, as I have already mentioned. The applicant wants to know if he covers his tuition fees for the period of 3 years, let me say, and not for 1 semester or 1 year, but for 2 or 3 years in total. Can he has a discount?
A discount, a financial question. Just a minute, yeah? Can I consult?
Yes, yes, of course.
Если он заплатил сразу, за несколько,
No, it is
за 3 года,
impossible.
может ли
Нет.
он иметь скидку?
Нет.
Sorry, because I can't, I should be very careful with financial questions, as you know. No, we don't have any discounts, at least it's not according to our regulations. So we usually pay for a year, and even if a student pay for more than 1 year at the same time, there's no discount.
Okay, very good. So we have another question. This question will come from a citizen in Morocco. They're also very interested in your university. Yeah. So it's a well-known fact now that today that your university was recognized in that country, in Morocco, and taking it into account. Can you tell us what is the last day of admission campaign in your university for foreigners? So after what date they can submit they can submit their documents online to your university? So what is the deadline?
Сейчас же нет у нас приглашения на стопе стоят.
Ну, в принципе, у вас когда у нас дедлайн заканчивается вообще, когда у нас
Ну, смотрю, какая программа. Для англоговорящей программы 1 октября.
You see, the current situation is not very typical, but usually the deadline for depends. Yeah, the deadline for submission depends on the program. Usually, it is the 1st of October. The dead for English-speaking programs. Yeah, deadline the 1st of October. This year is a little bit special because of the pandemic
Current
situation.
Yeah,
the current situation. So generally speaking, if a listener from our audience here from Morocco is thinking about the next year, so I suppose they should be thinking about the 1st of October as the deadline. Yeah, as the deadline.
Okay. So, and taking into account the current situation with COVID-19, different universities already organized online education. What is it like, the situation like in your university with online education? If the students apply, then can he learn online? Study online.
That's a tricky question. That's a challenging question, because we do have online education. We do have a online educational platform here in Voronezh Medical University. That is Moodle platform, and we use other platforms. But it's still a big challenge whether we can work successfully only online with our international students, because the clinical practice is under big question in that case. So theory could
Impossible
be taught.
became a doctor without contact with patients.
Yeah, sure.
It is impossible.
So,
and my general conclusion now, 88% stay behind the board. According epidemiological situation.
Yeah, due to the barriers.
Them, specific, only for them, we use electronic education.
Yeah.
Other students
for that audience.
timetable.
Yeah.
And every day, according timetable, present at classes, at lectures, and clinical practice.
Yeah, so we do practice both forms, of course, but with the special focus on well, face-to-face education. Though our students who are already students, yeah, have online education, but this is of course an exceptional measure, especially thinking about medical education, as you can guess. Yeah,
Okay,
because the clinical practice could be only done online.
it's true. So do you offer preparatory faculty for foreigners?
Yes, we
Russia?
do. Yes, we do. Thank you for the question. We do have a foundation year, yeah, and we have a faculty that helps to prepare students in basic, yeah, in subjects like biology, chemistry, and Russian language. Or we are also thinking of maybe doing the same, yeah, for English language as well.
Oh, great. Oh, okay. So another question is also comes from the applicant who is residing in Morocco. Again, you see, can you mention that a lot of people from Morocco are interested in your country? So in the nearest future, you can expect a huge income of students from that country.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah. So the question is, do you have educational programs in French language?
No, we are sorry, we have no educational
unfortunately.
programs on French, but we have 45 or 6 students from Morocco.
And they study in English or
No,
in Russian?
no,
Yeah, in
only on
Russian.
Russian.
They come from Morocco, but they study in Russian, and well, they're doing fine.
Okay, so very good. Thank you for your time, for the detailed presentation about your university, Anna Vladimirovna and Yupatin. So we will continue our webinars until we get the line, until we have our exhibition that was planned on the 24th, 23rd of October this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was the first, and
yeah. Yes, we hope we haven't failed. At least we
Not,
hope.
not at all. Not at all.
We hope we gave the impression of our university. Yeah, we'd be happy to take part in the rest of the events.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Bye.
very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Присаживайся. Тебе слово.